Hey, Judge.
Oh, hey.
What's up, man? Nice one.
What's going on?
Hold up that recording again. Okay. What is that? What you got there?
It's a wasp, a white-faced wasp. They're all like dying off. They're like hanging out. It's too cold right for them. No, no food around, so they're around, dropping. They're like dying. So I found this one in the rain, so I thought I'd revive them a little bit. Give them a dry place next to a candle. I don't know.
I got
I'm
the
actually deranged. What can I say?
what are those hornets? Those yellow ones. They're all angry this time of year. They're like they're pissed off. They're the ones you find
Yeah,
in apples. Those yellow jackets,
yeah,
is it?
yep.
They're really aggressive. It gives them a wide berth. They know they're doomed. So I'm gonna take somebody out with me.
It can't sting you this weather though. It's too cold for them to sting you.
I've been
They can
stung.
come up.
I think. Well, when I was younger, I used to get stung by them. Like at noon in the playground in the sun. They can manage.
Yeah, I
Uh,
was.
they warm up on the jungle gym all morning, waiting for us to come running out. You know.
Victims.
Yeah. I put my hand on a wasp. Liver milk. It was just sitting there on the rail warming up.
Yeah.
Put my hand right on him, using the rail. I wasn't paying attention. I was carrying milk. Stung me right in the fucking palm.
Oh, I was. I was repairing a stove in a tent at Camp Hunty, and I pulled the stovepipe away, and I got attacked by yellow jackets. I
Ah,
got
yeah,
stung
the
6 times in
stovepipe.
the face. See this beautiful face?
Yeah,
6 times
not so
in the
beautiful.
face.
You
In
swelled
the
up,
face.
right? You got all
Oh yeah,
Chinese eyed and shit.
I look even better than I do now.
I bet. Well, all the wrinkles will go away. Like you do it on purpose now. Get a bee or two to slap you in the face. Get one here, maybe one here, right? And then you puff up a bit, and then you look 40.
Ah,
Yeah.
honeybees, and she stings. We got the no wrinkles.
Look, I can take mine away. Watch.
Getting that Botox.
I got no wrinkles, Judge.
Dave Hollywood, no wrinkle man.
Yes. This shit. My dad used to tell this joke. It was pretty good. It was like they have the facelift. It says what we do is we just go behind the top of your head and then we just pull up, right? And it doesn't leave any, there's the scars like over here. So, the guy's really funny. So the doc does this a couple of times, and ties it off, right? And the guy's looking at this. I look pretty good. What's this? He goes, "It's not your necktie." All right.
Yeah, pull your skin up
Just
like a man bun.
keep pulling on that skin. Keep messing around. That's plastic surgery, man. It's like I read an article on plastic surgery disasters. There are a lot of them. LASIK, eye surgery sometimes
Yes.
goes south. Not so bad, but I think the worst one was that peel. They take a laser, right? And to practice, they take a weekend course, it's like a weekend seminar somewhere, right? You take a plane out there, and they get a tomato, and you're supposed to, like, with the laser, take off one layer of the tomato skin, right? Without go burn it through. It's just how they test. And, one lady, like, he kept stopping. This lady was all fucked up from it. The guy only did it once on a tomato, and he wasn't very good at it. There's Mike.
Well, yeah. Then they send them out in the world to wreak havoc.
Oh, look at this. Everybody had the idea, come in like a scary monster. But unfortunately, meat is. Is that on your face?
Scared monster, man. That's my girl.
That's your girl.
The hell, man.
Very happy for you. Mike Kennedy. Mike's here. Okay, everybody's here. All right, I can take myself off. All right, and I can kill that. Okay, welcome to the Blue Green Ocean Road podcast. How you guys
I hope
doing?
you don't mind. She wanted to join today. Hope you don't mind.
She's a
I know
looker.
you can't say no to her, Mike. You know, it's like
Very
whatever
attractive.
she wants.
Sorry, guys.
It's not
I
that
go
kind
around.
of channel, man.
Oh.
He's gonna get us demonetized, Mike.
No, he's gonna get us monetized.
I might get us demonetized.
You have to be monetized first to get demonetized.
We'll take off now. Mike has sex with whatever, with paper mache.
We haven't done that
head.
yet.
Love doll.
We haven't done that yet. We're working up to that.
It's a paper fuck my face.
We gotta
What's this?
we gotta
what's
go
this?
beyond that 3 viewer threshold there.
Hey, what's this?
You-
That's Mikey having foreplay.
I thought it was a bicycle pump.
Yeah, that's Mikey having foreplay.
Oh yeah.
Come on, try to keep up.
What where does he put the air hose?
Dude,
Does he
when
put it up
when you
his
say
bum?
the punch, when you got to say the punchline twice, it loses everything, dude.
Supplies. Just start with the punchline, like supplies.
Hey, just stay right there. You,
That was his
you,
mother's
you
like
hang out over here, dude.
best joke. His mother used to tell the grocery store joke. There's it's not really ready like this time of how society is. It's not really a joke for now.
No,
Um,
I know.
But seeing it, we only have nobody watching. I
But we're
probably
old
could
guys.
tell it.
We're old guys. If you
Told
tell us
them.
something that was good for 20 years ago,
So-
we'd still think it's now.
Oh, that's right. So anyway, there's I remember it's like an Italian guy, a Jewish guy, and a Chinese guy. Yeah, right. We're in trouble already. Go to a supermarket and apply for jobs, and it says I just happen to have 3 open slots.
We know this, Jim.
The Italian guy, I'm going to put in the deli. On the Jewish guy, I'm going to put behind the cashier. And the Chinese guy, you can be in the back in charge of supplies. Right? So day goes on, and nobody sees the Chinese guy. And so the supervisor goes to the back room. And he's going, hey, Chinese guy. And he turns the corner, and suddenly the Chinese guy jumps out and goes, supplies!
Yeah, that,
Has anybody
You
not
told
heard
that
that
enough.
joke?
Huh?
Has anybody not heard that joke before?
Probably not. I mean, it was really
you
big
told
in
that on our
Foster.
first episode. remember?
But what's funny is listening to someone saying it, thinking that we haven't heard it before.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't for you. We're not doing any of this for ourselves, We're doing it for our public.
Our loyal fans?
Like, yeah. Oh, more like, I don't know, it'd probably be rabbled now that I told that joke, Now we'll get comments. Oh, I did learn things about comments, if you care to hear.
Yeah.
I left the settings as they were, and I was able to post a comment and a link. And
Really?
the reason I don't go to comments, is like every time I see one, it looks like people. This is what comments look like to me: people reaching out for human contact, right? And not connecting, and it's like it makes me sad. Like a lot of times it starts with I or I understand or something, and the long ones really make me sad because nobody looked at it, nobody liked it. It just they put a lot of time. They thought surely it just sounds so. It's just so sad. So anyway, I don't spend any time down there, and I sure as fuck wouldn't hit a link. But YouTube has a filter for spammers, right? So we're on this setting where you allow shit, but a known spammer gets put in this other thing. I'm supposed to be able to review it. And that's what I remembered. It's like that's the default setting anyway. So I was able to do it. So do me a favor, everybody comment and try and leave a link there, and see if mine's there. It was last
All right.
week's. So try it, and then we'll get together next week and
You
discuss
see my
it.
comment?
I left that tractor. Remember I told you about that guy who rebuilt a tractor he found in a field? That's the one I did. That Marty guy from New Zealand. It's fucking great. He goes into this like briar patch. First he finds it with a drone. He heard one was out there. It's an old David Brown 25, and it was first. You pull the plugs out, right? Throw a little oil in there, and then see if it'll turn. It did. So he moved on to the next thing. We got spark. He got he got fuel system going, and then he started the fucking thing. It would go in gear, and he drove it out, and they brought it back to his place, and he got it running. And he got the hydraulics to work and everything. It's fucking great. I love that stuff. And it's an engine you'd understand. You'd know these. There's points and plugs and everything you can reach. There's nothing in the way. It's just all just. And it's one of those nice. I like those tractors. You know what's the worst thing about those tractors? Like if you had a bush, bush?
Thanks for the homework, Dave.
You take off, right? And then you fall off the chair, and on those tractors, right? They never high back or nothing. You take off, they fall off backwards, and then whatever's behind it kills them. Like a bush cutter or a plow or whatever the fuck, right? It happens a lot. No seatbelts, nothing. You just gotta hang on.
Well, nowadays, modern farmers have enclosed cabs with air conditioning and music to listen to, so they don't fall off the back anymore. You got to have air conditioning, man, when you were out plowing them fields, them big, huge fields.
Even the
goes to show
smaller
you, I guess.
ones have roll cages now.
We,
Even without the cabs, some of
that's
them
right.
they all
That's
have
right.
roll bars.
Just goes to show you,
And
though. I
optional
guess everything can be
seatbelts.
fixed.
Because the roll bar won't help you without a seatbelt, really.
No, that's true. Hey, so
Goes to
do you remember? Did any of you guys know Charles Borders? You know who he was?
No.
No, he's this old farmer guy.
Yep.
That lived up the road from where I worked at Jed's house. And one afternoon he was riding a lawn tractor, mowing his lawn, and he went on the side of the hill, and it rolled over on top of him, and he couldn't get out, so he was stuck there, like all afternoon and into the evening. And then we had vicious thunderstorms all night long.
That was in Burrville, right, Mike?
No, it was in Foster.
All right, no mind.
And then his friend, who would check on him every day, came over to check on him the next morning and found him still under that tractor.
Oof.
He had spent the afternoon, the night, all through those thunderstorms, stuck underneath that tractor, exposed.
Wow.
Was he all right?
Yeah,
Wow.
he lived through it. That's the moral of the story. He was a tough old bird.
Well, that was a farmer's vision quest right there.
That's right.
Yeah, but that was his vision quest.
Yeah, I wonder what it told him, what he taught him.
He became a wise old Yankee farmer after that.
Yeah, I don't know how wise he was, but he was an old Yankee farmer for sure.
In fact, you can't become a wise old Yankee farmer unless you spent the night like that.
Well, yeah, you use jacks now instead of just leaving, stands. You use the stands instead of just leaving it on the jack and crawling under there,
Huh?
Don't you,
No, he was riding it when it rolled
oh,
over.
yeah, that's even worse. There was a
That's
guy who
all-
did that on a quad. You know those quads? He
Yeah.
went over and he had everything he needed to survive on the back, but he couldn't reach it. Couldn't reach it, and the coyote started taking an interest after a while. He'd been pinned under there a while. Worse is that he could actually see a porch light. He could see people, but he couldn't, Yeah, he lived because he told us that that's like when it starts. There's a guy talking about what happens, so you know the ending already. That was fucked up. There was somebody
That's
in
how,
Burrville that happened to. They were under a car and they got pinned by an oil pan or something. But they
That's how
died.
Merle Watson died.
I thought it was that guy.
Merle Watson, Doc's son.
You knew that?
Really?
You knew that one?
Yeah, he got rolled over by. He was on a tractor. He got tractor rolled over on him.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
too.
man.
I've been on two wheels
Merle
on a
Watson.
tractor. I've been sideways. You just run the other way. You go that way. that
Yeah.
way.
That's how old Merle died.
Station wagon fall down on top of me, fell off its mounts. Had a
Really?
tireless Biscayne station wagon fall on me, and I had just enough time to turn my head to the side. And when I turned my head to the side, there was not even a quarter of an inch of space between the
Whoa.
undercarriage of the car and my face.
Yeah.
And yes, that was my vision class.
How did you get out?
Luckily, there were people around to. Well, remember Carl and Billy were around. They jacked up the car very quickly. And,
Good.
I dug a trench in my yard.
I got out uninjured, so
I used to be able to just crawl
I
into
remember
the
that thing
trench.
coming down, and I just went to turn my face like this, and it landed like that. And wow, I was saved.
Adventures in Bootleg Auto.
I took a pick and made a trench,
Leg auto.
and I would just crawl into the trench. I drive over the trench and then crawl into the trench. No way the ground's gonna collapse. Well, if it does, we're all fucked. I would have been fucked if I wasn't under the car. If the ground started giving up, you know.
Have you had any close calls, honey? Not sure if she's had any close calls.
Since I see her
Yeah.
lips pretty rough.
Having
man.
one right now.
I'm not talking.
Good, that's good.
She might be sleeping. She might be sleeping again.
Maybe it's
She sleeps.
because
she
her
sleeps a
mouth
lot.
is sewed shut.
She sleeps a lot, dude. I had a woman that slept as much as she does.
Thank you, Slow Gas Lake. That took a while.
Did everyone get that? That was supposed to get.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
going to get it.
Yeah, it works at the comedy club.
So, what
too.
you guys been
He
watching?
had that pause. Come on, you Dutch prick, let me in.
So yeah, it's Saturday.
I don't know,
already.
I missed
Just
all
yesterday I was talking to you guys
that.
on this thing.
My phone froze up on me.
What's that, Mike?
Seems like just yesterday I was talking to you guys on this thing.
Yeah, Saturday comes up quick.
Holy cow.
I almost went to see Killers of the
Last
Flower Moon.
Saturday, that was a good show.
Yeah, it was. I like that one.
Thank
Did you see it?
I
Yeah.
almost went to see
Did
Killers.
you see that movie?
I almost went to see it last night, except that right before going, I learned it was 3.5 hours long. And
Ugh.
I'm like, fuck that.
That's a lot of movie for your money.
Whoa!
No
That's a lot of
needs to-
movie for your oversized prostate to let you deal with.
Wow, that's
Got
like
it.
3 movies.
No movie needs to be 3.5 hours long, man. No movie.
That
Well,
movie
his
needs
last
to be
movie,
3.5
The
hours.
Irishman. His last movie, The Irishman, was 3.5 hours long.
It was good too.
I had to watch that on Netflix. Because,
That's why I didn't see it. Yeah.
yeah.
It was long.
Hey, you wait for it to come out on Netflix and
Well,
you can lay down.
I
at
think he's
least.
one of the great. Yeah, you can fall asleep, wake up, watch some more.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Netflix, you can stop, go make some food, come back.
Yeah, you go to
Take
sleep,
a
and now
dump.
you're in the show. Yeah, what's the Haunting of Hill House is good.
I'll
I
watch
want to watch that
anything he
again. I
makes.
just saw that fly by me. I want to watch that one again. It's been a while. That was really good.
There's another season, Dave.
What was that?
There's a second season of that.
Oh, because the first season was a book, and it ended as the book ended. So there is no second season.
Yeah, except they made a second season.
But there's something out there with the title Haunting a Hill House. All new characters, you'll love it. They'll have a goofy sidekick. Maybe they'll have a goofy sidekick. They're big now.
What you got there, George? What are you holding up there? Whoop, there he goes again.
He tried to fly away. White-faced hornet.
Ah. Be careful.
They should call it like the Amityville
Cold.
Haunting of Hill House. That makes it better. And you can,
What's the one? The Conjuring. The Conjuring at Hill House.
yeah, The Conjuring.
Isn't that the one about the house in Burrville?
Oh,
Yeah, it's like local. It's got something to do around here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a house in Burrville
Oh yeah.
that's haunted. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Here's what I wonder. New England has all these ghost stories. People are always seeing
those
some
two.
some 17th, 18th century kid walking through the field or whatever. It's always like these old like colonial type people, but I wonder why they're always only ghosts are only white people. Are white people the only people who have leave ghosts?
Nah, because they're dumbasses. They haven't figured out what to do now. Everybody else like figured it out. Go in the light.
Those
Go
ghosts are
hang
white,
out. There's a
and,
beach up there. There's a Mai Tai.
Black ghosts would be harder to see, right? Wouldn't that-
Yeah.
I guess.
Whoa,
They're all
Dude.
confused.
that is
I know.
wow.
Black ghosts would be harder to see at night, eh?
Oh, that's just wrong.
Unless they smile, right?
That's all.
Stop
All
it.
right.
Keep
See,
going
now I
for
gotta
it.
edit this shit,
Keep
man.
going. Stop.
It's the most racist
There
podcast
will
I've
be
ever.
no more. There will be no mention of fried chicken or watermelon
No.
or chewing gum and walking or whatever. That's it. We're drawing the line.
There'll be no show this week.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm getting technical difficulties. There's like an echo. You know what I do have? I have a buzz. I don't know if you guys listen to this thing, right? But can you hear the buzz? I try and filter it out. And I was trying to get rid of it before you guys came in, but I wasn't able to. I unplugged
You need to
everything. I
ground
was like, no
something.
electronic. I even put this thing on battery and it won't go away.
You got to ground something. It's a
Yeah,
ground.
no. I don't know what it is though.
My Telecaster, when I bought that Chinese Telecaster body, it had no shielding in it, and it made an awful noise. 60 cycle
Yeah.
Honda, it was really loud.
It's
And
electronic.
I had to put all kinds of copper foil tape on the inside, and then I even grounded the shielding to the electronics, and now it's silent.
That's maybe
Silent in a way that most Telecasters aren't silent.
Yeah, that's a bitch. Trying to find what it is. It might be my power supply. It's gone with flake. There's nothing I can do about that.
No.
Oh well. So it's not coming through, so that's good. But it's a hum.
hey, did you guys see that baseball game last night?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, that guy he threw that ball. That other
Yeah,
guy
the
hit
ball.
the ball. It was like poetry.
It was like one of those games where the bench is cleared.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Was it Nickel
Yeah, it
Bear
was-
night?
It was a hockey game broke out.
It's a playoff, man. It's a playoff, and it's getting down to, it was a tie, 2-2. It's getting there, man. And batter got hit, bench is cleared,
The batter got hit, and a hockey game broke out.
But again, man, you got to say the punchline twice. It doesn't work the first time.
That works every
Just stop.
time.
Well,
I'm gonna say it again.
everybody's talking at once, so sometimes you gotta say it twice because
I know.
it got blocked out.
So what happened was this guy Garcia got up, hit a 3-run Johnson, right, and then showboated
Johnson?
all. Yeah,
That sounds
Showboat.
painful.
he showboated all the way around the bases. Showboated,
Was
right?
it Johnson?
Garcia.
Oh,
He walked halfway to first base, right, and then just showboated around, looking at the pitcher, staring at the pitcher. Next time he gets up, first pitch, he gets hit with a fucking 100-mile-an-hour pitch, right?
Oh.
Catcher must have said something. He goes after the catcher. Ump has to get in between the batter and the catcher. Bench is clear, right? Managers are getting thrown out. Players are getting thrown out. It was wild.
so who played?
So finally, an exciting baseball game.
So
It was
who played
it-
when everybody got thrown out?
Texas versus Houston.
Worth the price of admission, right there.
Oh man, it was something.
Man,
Texas versus Houston, and then
the guy in the outfield woke up.
Oh wow,
And
two Texas versus Texas.
it's
We're
Texas.
better
George-
Texas than your Texas. Your Texas ain't shit. This
Yeah, the
part
cam-
of Texas
yeah,
is
the-
better.
He had the cameo shot of George W. and Laura.
No one from Texas on the hit. Ah,
Yeah, the Astros. Right? Yeah, the Texans. What the fuck? Yeah, he managed one of them. That was one of the other things he did.
He probably owned one of them, right?
No, it was a manager. You got a job. There's another job that you got. They gave him.
I think he owned the stadium, didn't he?
Fuck, I don't know.
Wasn't
I don't even remember which
the
one it
owner-
was. I think it was.
his
I
father
think it was
set
the
him up as
Astros,
owner
but
of the
I could be
stadium.
wrong.
I'm sure it was Houston. They're oil people, you know.
Yeah,
That's where the oil is.
that's
Houston.
true. It wasn't the Austin Texans. They have a baseball team.
No, Austin doesn't have a baseball team.
We'll have the fact check.
Austin has soccer.
Austin has
Have your
music.
intern Dave check that.
Anyways, the 71-year-old manager gets thrown out. I was
Mike,
just thinking to
will you
myself,
use your girlfriend as an intern.
sure, if I can wake her up.
Yeah,
This podcast is
she
racist
can be our fact
and
checker.
creepy.
Hey, which ball team did the Bushes own and operate? Beside the stadium, I think. It's good money laundering. It's like they,
Fuck you.
geez, like when I look into her eyes, I'm mesmerized.
Linda Blair's got nothing on me.
Doll eyes.
Oh.
It was
Fuck
the Texas
you.
Rangers.
Oh, okay. It's on the other side. Texas Rangers. Okay.
Rangers. George Bush headed a group that bought the Texas Rangers,
God,
and he was named managing general
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah. He was there. Laura was there. Everybody. They're all there. Where were you? Fuck.
I was sleeping.
The fuck?
Oh, Laura, didn't she kill somebody in a drunk driving kind of thing? Laura Bush.
No,
Did she?
Did she have like a drunk driving episode where she killed somebody?
Laura Bush, she's a librarian.
He's a fucking angel, man.
Yeah, but she beat a drunk driving rap where she
I
crashed
think
her
you're
car.
thinking of Kitty Dukakis.
Dukakis.
No, that was Laura Bush. That might have been him too.
Dukakis.
Dukakis and Duke Johnson.
Oh, yeah, there was a death. Yeah, she killed a guy named Michael
Come on,
Douglas.
fact checker. Let's keep
Michael
up.
Doug.
Michael Douglas. She killed a guy named Michael Douglas back in 1963.
Really?
Oh.
Yep.
Not the Michael Douglas.
No. Just
Just
some
some
guy.
Nobody Michael Douglas.
She got away with it, eh? She walked.
Of course they go.
She knew the
Well, you know, she was drunk. It's understandable. It's
17.
Texas. So, yeah, we're all driving around with one eye open, you know. Fucking, if you get out on the road, you gotta deserve it.
She knew the right peeps, man.
That happened all the time.
That's
Right?
right.
Drunk driving and cars that
Got that
you could
white
hardly
privilege
handle
going
sober.
on.
Those fucking vehicles back then, you hit a pothole and do a U-turn. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How's the back, Mike? Not back news.
My back's great.
It's
What?
his neck, man. I keep telling you, it's his neck.
He doesn't
Yeah.
listen. This has
remember
been
it
going
was
on
neck
for
now.
3 months now, and he doesn't listen.
He thinks it's his back because he had a back problem, so it has to be.
So, yeah, that's right.
Okay, how's the neck?
Just fucking listen, will you? It's his fucking neck.
How did you manage last
3 fucking
Saturday?
months.
You guys seem to be.
Next week I'll ask you how your back is again.
To be doing all right last Saturday.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I was-
You guys,
I haven't been
did really
I haven't
well
been
last
that
Saturday.
messed up on drugs at a gig for 40 years. I just took a lot of drugs to get through Saturday.
As opposed to what?
you guys sounded great.
Thank you.
It was a good time.
Did
It was
you
a really cool place.
get any clips? Did you
Yeah,
record
that
any
was a
of it?
great place.
Yeah, there's a
No.
couple going around.
What's the matter with you? Go back to sleep.
But you needed me.
I think I left my phone in the truck or something like that. I usually don't.
Yeah, someone posted a clip, but it was like the one song that I made all these mistakes in because I was
What?
so fucked up on
Can't
drugs.
hear anything. I'm frozen out.
You always you would always think that anyway if you saw yourself playing in a movie.
No,
No, you
no,
just
it
knew
really
it.
was the worst.
Yeah,
It was really the worst part of the night. It really actually was.
that sucks.
'Cause I was cringing later, saying, "Boy, I hope nobody filmed that one."
That sucks.
So, yeah, that's all right. But the rest of the gig went okay. We went out in style. It was great, man. We had 9 years. We get a lot of great gigs. We played gigs when no one else was playing. We always got along. We had a great time the whole time. And in the end, like we broke up, like, you know, nobody was angry, nobody was fighting. We were all still friends.
We sued each other.
No, the whole thing went great. You know, from beginning to end, the whole thing was fabulous.
Yeah, it's cool. That's rare.
Yoko stayed the fuck out.
That's because Yoko stayed the fuck home where she belonged.
Now you gotta write back. You got nasty songs about each other now.
Yeah.
You see, there won't be any of that either. You know?
Oh, you gotta do that for a couple years anyway.
Yeah.
So you didn't have Johnny there.
Then we'll get to be friends again, and someone will be killed
Great. Right.
right afterwards. Yeah. No, it was good. It was a good crowd. That place is great. They got good beer. I'm going there tomorrow. Colleen and Tex are playing tomorrow. I'm going to go back there and check them out.
It is. I was surprised how cool that was.
Oh yeah, it's a great place. During the summer, you know,
My
everybody's
folks
out on
coming
the.
over for dinner.
People bring like shade, you know, those tent shade things, and they set up their chairs out on that lawn there, and we play outside. Really cool. Usually, there's really good truck food there, food trucks. Yeah, it's a great place. And they have really good beer.
Tell you, the
and they
beer
have-
can't be beat.
yeah, right.
Some of that Coachman, that hazy Coachman IPA.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
how was that?
wonderful. One of the
Yeah?
best I've had.
Wow. I
yeah.
had the stout.
It was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
They were making a red. They didn't make it. They haven't made it in a while. They ran out of it. They made a red called Neighbors Helping Neighbors, which was really good. Yeah, great place.
Well, I really kicked myself for not going before because it was a great scene. It was a great place. You guys sounded great.
Thanks.
You know, really kicked myself for not going.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you just think,
Or,
you
you
know,
know,
someday, you know, I'll
missed
check
opportunities.
it out someday. You know, but someday never comes
Yep.
sometimes, you know?
Someday is not a day in a
And-
week.
yep.
It's a country song right there, man. Someday never comes.
Monday, Tuesday, Sunday. Sabbath, da, da, da,
Can't trust that
Yeah.
day.
Get on it, boys.
da, 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 da. Ducks do
Can't
not line up.
You can't trust that day.
Ain't no ducks. Ain't no
All the
line.
ducks never line up, man. You just gotta go anyway, I guess.
Only for that shit.
Someday,
There's no such
someday.
thing as all the ducks lining up. Every
Some people don't even have
few of them
ducks.
fly away before you get finished.
Yeah, some people don't even have ducks. Fuck these
Chickens.
ducks.
Well, for
Fucking
me, it was
ducks.
kind of a perfect thing.
Fucking ducks, Mike.
George's chickens lined
Quack,
up.
quack, quack.
All the planets aligned, and I was able to go.
Planets aligning. Oh yeah, there's one.
All my planets lined up.
Yeah.
chickens.
Yeah, it's good to see you out. Really.
All the chickens lined up.
Yep.
Yeah, I joined that group, Backyard Chicken.
Yeah, my chickens were getting out of the pen.
Backyard
I had to
chicken.
go very carefully around the whole pen to make sure, try to find where they were getting out.
It is a Facebook group called Backyard Raised
Anyway,
Chickens.
Yeah.
talk to Michaela about her chickens.
And I didn't realize all the diseases and shit they get. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Wow. You're on Facebook in a group with
Facebook
Mine
Fucking
stay
diseases.
pretty healthy. I think if you coop them up,
Yeah,
if you coop up your herd of chickens, your flock,
Yeah.
they're more prone to disease. But if you let them out all day,
Right.
Get them away from each other. Get out in the bush.
Yeah,
So
Purdue
some-
chicken, man. That comes with
little
a
healthier, I
big
think.
warning on it. Like, you better cook this good or you're dead. Purdue chicken. I saw this one thing.
You know, but
they
those
don't
guys,
let anybody in there, right? But this one guy got this little film of one of those gutting machines. They just gut them, right? And sometimes they go out of whack, so they don't gut so good. So there's a lot of the guts not out, and they then they go into this big like kiddie pool. It looks like one of those pools you get in the backyard, big round one, and it goes down and dips in there. It's supposed to rinse off, and it just looks like diarrhea, right? So it comes out the other end like there's no guts on it, right? But it was in that water. So that's why there's that label on it that says like, wash the shit out of this. Well, don't touch it. Don't,
Yeah.
cook it a lot.
There was this one picture of this woman who had cooked her chicken, right? Cooked a chicken, and there was this whole area where it was just the meat was green, and it was green muscle disease, you know. And
Oh,
she's like,
yeah.
please tell me I'll be okay. I've been eating this chicken, and then discovered this massive green muscle, you know.
No, you're not. Don't eat it. Throw it away.
Yeah, well, she had already eaten some of the chicken, you know, and cut into it, and it found this massive green muscle. And
When
they
I,
get worms.
That's
get
why I
worms and
always
shit?
get McNuggets. That way I don't see the green. I'm not.
When I was growing, when I was raising
Ignorant.
meat birds, you can't really let the meat
Ignorance
birds
is
run
bliss.
around, because they get too tough. You got to keep them contained. My biggest enemy, though, because you only have them for 10 weeks, my biggest enemy was the heat and raccoons reaching in the cage and ripping a piece of the chicken out through the cage.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks being a chicken. That way, your food, you're walking around delicious.
Georgia's chickens are lucky though, man. They got all that.
Yeah, I had some
grass.
small hens, some small birds pulled through the wire by a raccoon. It's not a pretty sight.
Oof.
One of those things. Being a half-assed farmer.
I took my chickens to that place in
Backyard
Federal
farm.
Hill to be where they kill them, clean them, pluck them, and everything for you. 25 birds. They do it in 20 minutes. They come in freezer bags. It's great. It was like $1.50 a bird or something.
You
And
guys remember?
a neighbor of mine had been there just before me, and they were like into the free roaming chickens, And the chicken guy, the guy was doing all the butchering. Like he says to me, he says, "Your neighbors, man." He says, "They're not going to be able to eat those birds. Those birds, I could tell those birds were tough just when I touched them. It's like they had them free roaming. It's like they're going to be rubber."
Soup, make stock.
Yeah, but it's all good in the crock pot, man. So just put them in the
Yeah.
crock pot.
Cook them for a
I
fucking
made some
4 hours.
awesome chicken stew the other day.
You guys didn't go to Pongansett, right? But every Thanksgiving they'd have the fucking turkey slaughter in the big ag room.
I went to
Remember that?
Pontiac, man.
Remember that slaughter they had?
Yeah, I went to Papa Gasket
And
too.
then they
I
They-
didn't
they
really
killed-
go. Yeah, I guess maybe I didn't go.
killed like
I
hundreds of
remember that.
turkeys.
Yeah, I
and then
remember that.
And then they tore
Yeah.
the kids through there, and it was like all you could smell was like death. You know, I just like what the fuck, man.
Yep,
That's where your food comes from.
that's life, man. That's
Point of that
the
though.
reality of it. Good
What
to
was the-
learn it when you're young.
Meat
remember
is
Toy-
life. We are meat.
Harvesting animal meat.
Bloody, bleeding meat.
I remember being both fascinated. I
Yes.
remember being both
I
fascinated
think
and
all kids
fucking-
should be exposed to that. That's,
Man, if you knew what was
life
going on
lesson.
in the ocean, you'd go crazy.
But they did it year after year. You know, I don't think it was optional either. I think it was mandatory.
I never
And-
did that. Well,
It should
man,
be.
I didn't
That's
go
a good
lot.
thing.
I missed that day.
That's good.
I
Yeah.
remember being fascinated and fucking grossed out.
I was up at the feed store the other day. Get
I took hunter safety
those
course
black
in the ag
chickens
room.
with the black meat.
That's why
What
I
about
could
the
get a
black-
hunter's license and my
What about the
fishing
black-
license. I learned hunter safety, and the ag room
Oh,
smelled
yeah,
like
chickens with the
a
black
greenhouse.
meat. They don't lay black eggs, so that's the kind of.
Oh wow.
But yeah, that's all gone. I think that's all gone there. They don't bother with that anymore. I don't think. But,
Hey, so I met a
yeah, I
professional
was
guy
thinking
who
of getting a
worked at.
couple of those black chickens.
I met a professional guy that worked at slaughterhouse, killing hogs and cows and all this. And he says, after a while working there, like animals don't come around him anymore.
Yeah, but
He's like, he loves animals. He's like, even on my, when I'm not there, I'm days off,
See.
shower and everything, right?
You
But
think they can tell?
animals don't like him anymore.
Yeah, it's like fucking. He's just fucking reeks, and he doesn't even know it anymore. You know.
he's got that
Reeks.
1,000-mile
Smell of
stare.
death.
It's like it's like being a fishmonger. Can you imagine being a fishmonger, man?
I
You
don't
just
know.
fucking smell like fish all the time. You
That-
know.
The aura of death, just like they can sense, when
I wonder if somebody
predator
has that
approaches,
plate in Rhode Island.
they can
Fishmonger.
tell.
Fishmonger.
Fishmonger 1.
Fishmonger.
That's a good one. that
Fishmonger.
don't sound right. That sounds like you're doing something. just
Murderer
fun.
of fish.
Yeah, right.
Fish sale.
I'm not just a fisherman. I'm a fishmonger.
Horse
I'm
gun.
a fish moiterer.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Fishmongers, when they catch a fish, they grab it by the tail and just slam it on a fucking table like that. So they do it with the fish's head, Fishmongering. That's fishmongering. I'm making shit up.
I think there's a law against that.
That's a fish moron.
Fishmongering is a fish seller. Is a fish guy who sells fish.
Guilty.
Fresh fish. Having to say that all day. Fresh fish.
Yeah, you spit a lot.
Yeah.
You spit
At the
all
end
over
of the day,
the
he's got
fish.
cotton mouth.
It's a way to keep them moist, Mike.
Yeah.
Keep your fish moist. Fresh. Fish.
The fish wife.
Get your fucking fresh fish here.
Don't fuck with the fish.
$5.
A fin.
$5 a fin. Fantastic
fin.
deal.
It's a fin. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's all in your head. Everything's in
Yeah.
your head. You realize that? It's all in your head.
Everything is in your head.
This is all in your head.
Most of it, yeah.
And the
Yeah.
rest of us don't even know what the fuck's going on in your head. It's all there. Everything's going on is in your head. Yeah.
Everything you think you see and hear is all made up inside your head.
Oh, I'm seeing it.
No, you're not. Your eyes are detecting certain wavelengths of light, and then they're changing them to electrical signals, which are then reinterpreted in your back of your brain, which then creates an image in your head.
Yeah.
That image is created.
I know. You know, like that thing, like if you know that airmail. That guy had that mailbox, but it was in the air and it said airmail. It was over near
Yeah.
Situate Liquor.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm talking about? Well, we'd driven by that most of my life, and I never noticed it. My father said, "Hi, airmail," and I went, "What are you talking about?" And he pointed to it, and suddenly it appeared. I hadn't seen it my whole life, but I read about that. If you put something in a place that ain't supposed to be there, your brain won't make the thing. You know what I mean? I mean, you can. That's the other thing. It makes stuff up, and it just you know
Won't
what I mean?
recognize. It won't see it. Yep.
It's not supposed to be there,
Yeah.
so you don't. See
I don't know if that's true or not,
It's
because
outside our programming.
I don't think that's really true, because then why would we have the phrase, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh no, I'm not saying that. It's just I didn't register it because I wasn't looking.
No,
It
but there
didn't-
is
It
that.
didn't get in.
There
you know
is-
what I mean? It didn't paint that. Because it was there, but I was
It's
going right
constantly
by it without noticing.
transcending that pre-programmed way of looking instead of seeing that you have to be conscious of the awareness.
Well, I had that perspective. Every time I went by it, every time I went by it afterwards, I looked at it. I go, how the fuck did I miss that? You know what I mean? That's the thing with me. I just had that context.
Yeah, the thing is, right? If you were to be aware of everything in your surroundings, you'd sit there looking like a fucking zombie all day, right? Because there's so much around you to be aware of that you're missing.
Well, I
You
know
have to-
because your brain has for survival.
yeah.
You have to discriminate between what's important and what's not. Otherwise, the sensory input would be overwhelming for our brains.
Yeah. A bee,
Yeah,
a bird,
You have
Alpha
to
Centauri.
discriminate between what's important and what's not.
Exactly. You have to. Your brain draws the
I
line.
mean, if you can free up some perceptual space, you can notice some other things around you. If you use the energy to free up
Right.
some,
No.
you know.
What,
know,
what
the
if you could see all the wavelengths of
Perceptual
light,
energy.
for instance? You need a processing center the size of your brain.
Well, again,
to
it would be
process.
overwhelming for our brains.
Yeah, if you could
think.
see all the colors, you'd need a much bigger processing center in your brain.
It's not just seeing colors, it's just seeing what's out there that's using those colors, that exists in those wavelengths. There are things out there that we don't perceive because they're the different wavelength.
all the
Because
life,
the light that they use
all
that
the
reflects off
processes,
them are out of the wavelength that we can perceive.
all the life processing going on around you with all the different things happening right now that you don't even really think about or perceive. It's just overwhelming. You could sit in any one
It's like
spot.
that's like the
Chicken walk.
Chicken
it's
walk.
like the realm of
Kinda
Bigfoot. You
random.
know, Bigfoot exists
Blue
in
velvet.
that realm. You know, just outside of our perception. Right?
Is that why he's blurry?
Sam
Or maybe he's
Squash.
just blurry because he's blurry.
That's out there. He's just outside of our field of perception most of the time.
Apparently, he's just outside of
Or
every
maybe
camera's
he's that
field of
mailbox
perception
in the
too.
air that we don't notice.
Hey, we got to do a picture of Bigfoot.
He's in that mailbox that
That's why it's
that
way up there. You
mailbox
can
that we
reach
go
it.
by every day that we don't perceive, you know, because he's just there's a lot to it, you know. We think we're so magnificent, but
We
know
are.
nothing. We
I am.
perceive such
I'm
an
magnificent.
infinitesimal
I'm
part of the universe,
magnificent.
and yet we think that that's all that exists is this cubic centimeter of stuff, you know, in the infinity of space, and we have the arrogance to think that that's all that exists is what's in.
Well,
this
it's
little
all that
tiny
matters
bit
to
we can
me.
perceive.
Like my room.
pretty
you know,
arrogant.
where my stuff is. The rest of the universe kiss my ass. I got my room. Fuck the rest of it. I don't need to be like on Mars. Mars is a shithole. So's Venus. And that fucking Mercury, that's for the birds, man. Roasted birds.
We got to get a handle on living here before we can live on Mars.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's right. We got to go up there, right? It says, and we got to get along like we get along here. You know what I mean?
It's like we get along here.
Yeah.
It's like around the
Oh,
It'd
yeah.
be like, like,
two different places in the planet.
yeah, blowing holes in your habitat. All the air blows out. Now you got to breathe all the Martian air because, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, I take it you're not going to volunteer for to be one of the first colonists on Mars. You know, it's a one-way trip.
Phil K. Dick had a good book on
Oh,
it.
you'd be a damn fool. At this stage in the game, you'd be a damn fool.
At any stage of the game, you'd be a damn fool.
It's like,
On Mars, they took a drug in this book, right? Just to escape the reality of the fucking place. Because they were just underground on Mars. They were like trying to be farmers, but they weren't really like good at it. And and it was actually mandatory. It was sort of like the draft. You got drafted to go up there. It was like mandatory. They were sending people to Mars to like colonize it. Yeah, so it sucked. So they took this drug to put them in this other reality. Like for a while,
that's probably
they'd be
what
on a
it'll
beach and
take.
shit. So this other kind came in, this other drug, and then it was even more real. And yeah, anyway, the three stigmata of Palmer Eldridge. That's the title of it. I read that one I think I've read that one 3 times. That is a mind fuck, huge. It's fucking great. It's not. Yeah, it's great.
Imagine signing up for that. Like, you'll never go outside again.
Nope.
You're only going to be like in a space capsule or in one of these like little tiny little things to live in, and then you can only be in a spacesuit. You can never be like out in the wind and the sun and
Nope.
They could take the Australian approach and put prisoners up there.
And you got to give that up forever, for the rest of your life.
Forget that. Not doing it. Even if you can try and draft me, but I'm not going.
Get Australia in space.
Well, you just go. I mean, flying in an airplane's hairy. Imagine taking a rocket to fucking Mars, man.
If you could come back from it, maybe.
Imagine flying
What
back
is it,
from
like
Mars,
18
man.
months, the journey? How long would be the journey conventionally at this
It's 2
rate,
years.
at
It's minimum
this
2
level
years. 'Cause
of
Mars is only
technology?
in range once every 2 years. So it's 2 years out and then 2 years back. So it's 4, I guess.
Just spending all that time in a
Wow.
little tiny tin
Imagine
can.
being cooped up in a tin can for 2 years or 18 months.
I'd kill you, motherfuckers. I'd
Yeah,
kill
like
you,
a-
and then
like
I'd
a
eat you.
Winnebago or something.
I'd kill you, then I'd kill myself.
Yeah. Then I'd eat. Yeah, that went nowhere.
No,
I'd
you
blow
have
the
to-
airlock.
I know. There's just no way. I don't have it in me to get along with people that well.
Nobody does,
I
man.
don't
I
have
couldn't
it
get
in me.
along with myself
I
that
could
long.
not.
What if you
That would
just
be
did
the
it
hardest
alone?
part.
I'd be fine alone. I'd be all right.
4 years? 4 years alone?
Yeah.
With just you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where'd Mikey go anyway?
The view wouldn't
Okay,
change much either.
Oh, there he is.
You know what they did with Australia? England just sent the worst of the worst over there.
Yeah, when they escaped,
But
there's
they
nothing
did
in the
here
middle,
first
so they
until
were
we-
cannibals. They
until
went to
we revolted.
cannibalism. Like 5 prisoners escape, 1 come back, kind of shit. Yeah, because there's nothing in the bush, nothing you can eat.
So
nothing
send
you
all
can
the
do.
Send all the fucking rapists and child molesters and daddy fuckers up there.
There wasn't those. Those are the rich people, man. They sent all the poor
Daddy
people to
fuckers.
Australia.
Father
I mean,
rapists.
To Mars.
Back
That's
in the
not
Yeah,
before they
basically,
colonized
that's
the
what
United
it was.
States before we revolted.
All the
They were sending all the
malcontents
criminals
that,
here first.
were stealing bread in the streets.
Yeah,
and
Carolina,
stuff
right?
Like that.
Yeah, Carolinas.
Yeah. Oh, you send all the Marxists.
First, it was the religious malcontents, and then
See
it
that,
was
didn't
the.
You know, like you got to be a commie on a desert island,
That's a recipe for disaster,
but it
right
doesn't
there.
work.
How about this? Anybody who thinks Trump won 2020 gets to go to Mars.
No, well, the ship would be the
Oh,
colony
fuck,
would be a
now we're
totalitarian
going to talk about
state.
Trump. Okay.
all election deniers. Election
No
deniers. One way trip.
monetization yet.
But throw the climate
That's not
deniers
gonna
on there too. Throw
Yeah.
the science deniers on there too.
There's climate. I've seen it. Hey,
All
you
the ones
know,
that label all the malcontents,
I answer
election
phones.
deniers and climate deniers.
I'm a receptionist
All
for a
those
while at night,
politically labeled.
and people are cold calling looking for fire insurance for their house or flood insurance because their whole states are being like. I think just about every insurance company pulled out of Florida. They won't do flood no more. Nobody will do flood. So people are cold calling anything with the word insurance on it. I'm getting a few of those. And I don't know. I don't know our business. I just tell them I'm a god. I don't know shit. And it's the middle of the night. So, call back during the day. Monday through Friday.
But there's water pouring into my house.
No, they need the insurance. They're sitting there not flooded yet. And they would like, when the flood comes, to have insurance.
No,
They
they just
don't-
want to get insurance and then just tell them that the flood came because the flood's already there.
That's actually a thing, though. A real
Yeah.
thing. A lot of people can't get insurance for their shit. California be fire. That's the one
Mudslides.
they pulled out for that. You can't get that shit. If you're in a place where there's fire, you can't get fire insurance. Yeah, it's too bad. You live there, move. But I got to sell my place to in the fire zone that can't get. So now the house is worth shit, kinda. So
Going viral.
Mikey's
Going
going.
viral.
Oh, I'm shut out, man.
Oh, it's too bad. You know,
I have to slap my phone. I can't. I'm not perceiving anything.
well, I'm having an earthquake.
We can
over
see
here.
ya.
No input.
You're still in.
There's an earthquake going on.
I got goofy
Really?
glasses.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? An acorn just hit my truck.
Oh, no.
Oh.
What a bang!
My sister had a Honda that was so cheap that.
So what are you guys doing today? How are you going to spend this fine, rainy Saturday afternoon?
I'm going to go to Taylor Brook Brewery.
How are you
and
going to?
see my sister and brother-in-law play some music and have some beers. You want to come?
This afternoon?
Yeah,
That's this afternoon?
this afternoon from 2 to 5.
What are you going to do? 2 to 5? Maybe
Yeah.
I'll join you. I got to take care of my oblos first. And I'll give you a call if I can make it.
Excellent.
All right?
We'll have a few beers, have a few
Some
laughs.
fine brews there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Look at these two guys. I can't see Dave because my box is over Dave's face.
Watch it. It's. You could just watch it on YouTube. On yeah. Don't forget to leave a comment.
Yeah. Anybody who watches this, leave a comment.
Yeah, like you. Leave one. And
I
leave a
don't watch
link.
them.
See if it works.
I never watch these.
You don't
I
have
just
to
hang
watch
out.
it. You just have to go to it and just make a comment to see if it works.
All right.
And see if you can see mine on last week's. I'll leave another one.
Right.
Yeah. I'll
Hey, look at that. That's festive. Nice.
I'm pretty sure they work. Comments thing, but I don't know. I saw mine, but who the fuck knows? And it's not.
Hey, did you read my comments?
Yeah,
commented on
yours
the
is
Spotify
yours is appeared on
version.
a few. On what? Spotify? Did you say Spotify?
Yeah, that Spotify had. You had your comments listed on Spotify.
You
last night.
commented
So
on
I've
that
been
one?
listening to it on Spotify instead of YouTube, but I don't think it lists the viewers. Does it list the viewers for you on Spotify? How many viewers we're getting? Or?
I haven't. I just upload. I
Uh-huh.
haven't really looked at the analytics. They looked like there was something going on there, like numbers. Yeah, there were numbers. I saw
They
numbers.
were.
Like
Who the fuck
news
is watching
fucking
this?
thing.
Besides you three, who the hell is watching this?
I'm not watching.
I don't know. It seems like every week, you know.
The man is watching it.
The man. Oh,
The man
the man.
is
I
watching.
forgot about the man. That man.
Whatever. It's all right. They see Camping with Steve. He did one
Big
in
brother
an old
is
abandoned
watching.
house.
Careful tabs on us.
She
Well,
watches everything.
I haven't seen this version, this latest episode of Camping with Steve.
Came out today. Well,
Ah,
I saw it
nice.
today. It was
What's
good.
he doing?
It's-
What's he doing?
It was an
Camping.
abandoned house. Subscribers are suggesting places like it was like Hezekiah's, Mikey. If it still existed, say if you're ever in Forster, camp in there. It was sort of like
Yeah.
that. That's what it reminded me of. Just a house slated for destruction, but it hasn't happened yet. It's just
Right.
It's haunted. It's a haunted house.
But yeah, he would. Yeah, Steve says I'm not afraid of that. He says afraid of. He said security guards. He's afraid of security guards. Real things, like real
That's-
things. Bears.
That's his enemy. That's his main enemy, the security guards.
Oh yeah, and we don't give a
Everybody's
shit.
mean enemy.
I'd actually go just like, hey, I seen you on YouTube. Can I be in your video? Oh, you know what? I'll do something scary. I'll come by and not see you. Like,
yeah.
He did a video with some of his fans camping with him.
there's these two guys
One
that do a
time.
documentary too, right?
Yeah,
Um,
they were fans of his.
They were supposed to. I don't know what happened to it. He doesn't talk about it. They were students. They were filming a documentary on him, or whatever. YouTube's whatever. It was some college project. They had
Okay.
college film equipment.
That whole stealth camping thing is really. There's a lot of different people doing stealth camping videos.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing it out of necessity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that rotary. That was a good one. The rotary, that little patch of shit in the middle of the rotary. That was
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the place to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I like that one a lot. And the McDonald's parking lot, the drive-through.
Yeah.
I like that one. He had that like little patch. And he could look. Yeah. So, no way can they see me up here, right? He's just on that ledge. Yeah. But he can see people ordering food and driving by. Yeah. Yeah, that's the shit. Those signs too, the highway signs.
You know, when he sets up camp, and he always has to go out and see if he can see his camp. You know,
Yeah, that's part of it.
that's the most dangerous part. You know, because it's still. Yeah. That's the part where he almost gets busted. You know.
Yeah, it's exciting shit. There was he didn't have to do it this week because it was an abandoned house in the middle of the woods. There were some joggers that went by, and
Yeah.
and a storm showed up. It was cool. It was like, oh, content. Oh, good, a thunderstorm. You didn't even know. He didn't say it, but he was like, oh. Then he had to scramble into the house. Yeah, it was good. He didn't
Nice.
plan that. That just happened. I
Freeze
stopped-
frame.
It's funny that I had been watching Camping with Steve for a long time, and then I found out you guys like had been also.
Yeah.
And it's like it's funny because like this guy's like famous, like how did the three of us like you never watched it? No.
It's rare that you run into anybody else who watches anything you watch on YouTube. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
There's no crossover hardly at all.
George, have you never watched
That's because
Camping with
there's
Steve?
so much out there.
Yeah.
There's absolutely so much in every possible configuration
The algorithm has figured me
or
out.
interest.
It's the algo, man. Us three, we
Yep.
got something the algorithm recognized. We all got something in common because the computer says so. We'd like this, and we do.
There's a few things like
I'm not.
that guy Justin
Yeah, that's just- yeah, that's
Justin
fine.
Barber from
one thing.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that guy?
That guy's great, man.
What's that guy?
Yeah. I had other friends that I found out they watch him too. Justin Barber from
That guy,
Newfoundland.
man. Nobody does what that guy does. You know.
What's he do?
Oh,
He
he
goes
goes on
out
these
for
long treks across Newfoundland and Labrador.
Oh yeah.
extended, like 60, 80 days. The one he's on now, how long is this
It'll be
one?
over a
This one's
year.
like, yeah, he
It'll be over a
goes
year.
out.
He's
goes
still like
out for
walking.
these-
He's walking.
He's walking.
Walking.
He's carrying an inflatable canoe that he can use to cross lakes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like he's nuts. So sometimes it's a canoe trip. You'll see him drag this canoe upstream for 80 miles up this river because he's got to go to this other place, but he's got to go upstream up this river and walking through rapids and all this shit.
He's
That's
got a cool dog. He's got a cool dog, and he's missing one of his front teeth. You know,
Because he's
And,
a hockey player.
he's a hockey player, right?
Oh yeah.
But he's
They
got
all
a
miss
fake,
teeth.
he's got a fake one now. He puts in once in a while, but sometimes he doesn't, and sometimes he forgets it back at camp. So he had to he's walked 15 miles. He forgot his tooth, and he had to go back and get his tooth. You know.
You don't have to.
Those
Expensive.
teeth are expensive, man.
Oh yeah, to get. Oh yeah, get
Yeah.
him. But I mean,
Dental shit.
yeah.
Very
I know.
expensive.
He's got good videos though. He's got really good manner. He's got like a really good attitude in the woods.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Really cool guy. And yeah, a lot of guys go out for a week, 5 days a week. This guy goes out for fucking months, man.
I watched this girl in Scotland, and she camps. She goes on overnight camping trips, like in Scotland, and it's always like a lot of rain, a lot of like tall grass, rocks, and then like a flat, windy top of place. It's yeah. They're like they're not easy. Those aren't easy.
Yeah, those pretty girls, they only have to go out one night. They got 1 billion viewers,
Yeah, but
You're hoping to catch them in their underwear or something, right?
Yeah.
I'll watch a pretty girl do anything.
Jesus. With that, I'm
That's
gonna
the
leave
charm
it
of
there.
it.
That should be the last thing we ever hear George say.
See ya, boys.
Bye.